Are you interested in buying yourself some My Hero Academia merch? Some amazing clothes with your favorite character on it? Like Katsuki Bakugao, Shoto Todoroki, and Izuku Midoriya. Go click the link in my description box now and get some awesome discounts from 20% up to 65% off. They offer you free worldwide shipping on orders over $39.90. So, what are you waiting for? Link in the description.
Hi guys. I know I've been struggle a lot with this one and it took me pretty long time, but I really wanted to post it before the new year, so here you go, part 1 of bakudeku Friends with Benefits. Yes, part 1 because this shall be continue in next parts, haha. If you already noticed, this series has a special thumbnail. I hope you like it. I decided that this will be a model of thumbnails for series, so tell me if you'd like it. Remember that it's just for entertainment and don't take it too serious. Anyways, I hope you will enjoy this video. Please comment your favorite part if you'll have one, and if you're new on this channel or you're still not subscribing it, then I encourage you to do so. You can also like this video to help me get more recognizability, and this would really help me a lot. Thank you in advance and I love you all so much. Now let's get on with this video. Enjoy. Fast feedback. This O is really different from my other ones because here, all the characters are really different from their canon version. I'm not saying that normally characters I am describing are similar to their anime version, but here it's really noticeable difference, I think at least. Also it's all happening in the future, when they're around 26 to 27 years old. Bakugo and Deku haven't met each other yet. So they're strangers for each other. Okay, I hope I mentioned everything I needed. In case if I didn't, I will say it meanwhile the video. Back to the story. 7:46 p.m. Friday. It is raining like hell outside the window, but nobody cares too much as on such a day. At this time, some people were either getting ready for the next party or just returned home to rest, after an exhausting day at work, waiting for the weekend. However, Izuku, as the superhero number 1, could not afford to leave the building of work early. Even if he would be assured that there was nothing to do there, he never left. He just sat in his office, with head deep in thoughts, staring out the window and listening to the loud raindrops beating against the glass. He didn't really know what he was thinking about or what he was staying for. All he knew was that he hated to stay in his own apartment, alone, with no one else around. Whenever he realized how lonely man he was, his mood immediately changed from cheerful to terrible towards everyone and everything. It is strange how quickly he changed from a person who loves the whole world and sacrifices his life for its good, into a person who is the complete opposite. He hates the world, and any human interaction is a torment for him. He now sighed deeply, cursing his decision to break the engagement to the girl his mother had chosen for him a few years ago. Beep. And I could have been now around a girl. Who cares if she was boring or not? She would at least be here. So that I won't be alone anymore. But congratulations for you, you idiot. Because you had to go your own way. Ah, maybe I should start dating. At this thought he reached for his phone. There was 2 rings before someone answered. Mina, do you have time? Mr. Deku, hero number 1, haha. Wants help from an ordinary thief like me. Haha, if you mean you're stealing every man's heart then yes, I could lock you up for it. But no, my mercy as your friend. Okay, I'll let you be this time. What does our pretty boy need? I need you to help me find someone. Oh, so there was really a robbery. Let me call my boss's office. No, that's not it. I want to find someone to, date. There was a silence on the other side of the call. Mina, you there? Ah, she screamed happily. You, a virgin from time immemorial. Wants to date someone. Well, that's new. Thanks, you're really helping. Especially with this virgin, which I am not. Is that something bad to be a virgin though? I didn't say that. Just, can you help me or you're gonna play around like always? Oh come on, of course I'll help you. You're my senpai after all. Please. I am older for only 15 days. But still. Plus you're my dear friend. Of course I'll help. After all, who knows that dating beat better than me? No one. This is the only right answer. I don't think you should be so proud of it. Oh, but I am. Even though he couldn't see her face, he felt like she's grinning right now. Okay. So, when can we meet? I mean, I like you bro, but only as a friend, sorry. What? Oh, no. That's not what I meant. Haha, I'm kidding, I know. Mina, can you stop joking around and just help me? I really need it. I feel like I'm missing something great. I mean, except that you can beep, you don't miss too much. You're saying so only because your last boyfriend cheated on you and then told you that you were only his toy. You don't really think that about relationships. Wow, Deku, thanks for this. You really summed up my 2-month relationship with Kirishima in 2 seconds. Guys, forgive me for making from Kiri a beat boy, but please, trust the process. Izuku felt anger from the other side of the call. And if it wasn't about his love life, he'd probably hung up now to avoid her fury, but this time it was about really important stuff, so he had to manage. Mina, I am sorry, really sorry. But you know he was in beephole, he doesn't deserve you at all, do you understand? You're an amazing woman with millions of admirers, and if he didn't took his chance when he had it, it says pretty much about his attitude. Beep. Why are you right? Being single do that to person. Yeah, then maybe you should stay like this. I like your motivational speech, better than my coach. Haha. Okay, don't joke around. Will you help me? Oh, this. I already did, while you were apologizing. I set you on a date tomorrow morning in the cafe next to your flat, is that okay? I guess it is. Great. I'll send you all the details later, okay? I have to go. Okay. Thank you so much. I love you. Ah. I love you too. Bye, hero, and prepare yourself. She's a great girl, but her attitude is very much, I would say. Good luck. Wait. What's her name? Takahashi Hamari. Okay. Thank you again. Bye. Bye. They hung up, but Deku was in a much better mood as he felt like this is a beginning of something huge. In fact, he was right at some point, he just doesn't know at which point though. But as he put down his phone again, he got back to what he was doing earlier. Looking out of the window, and listening to the raindrops that had a sound like they're about to crash the window. When it was 2300, Deku was finally leaving the office. And even though he returned late, his humor was better than ever. He was so excited he forgot his umbrella and was now going home, in the rain under the completely open sky. However, he was not disturbed by the raindrops falling on his uncovered body, all he cared about was what he should wear on his date tomorrow. He had many ideas, but none of them seemed to be that special outfit that would make a girl start thinking about a name for their first child when she saw him. And he has to make a great first impression, because this is going to be the only one he's gonna get. But when he got home, the only thing he managed to do out of fatigue was eat the onigiri from yesterday, wash himself, and go to bed. But despite the fact that his pupils were practically closing, he had to check another message waiting in his inbox. It was a message from Mina informing him that the girl would meet him at 12 in a cafe around the corner, right outside Izuku's apartment. He was supposed to not be late and be nice because, as it turned out, the girl Izuku was set up with is a good Mina's friend from her first internship. Finally, date. Izuku, don't beat this up, do you understand? He said once more before he turned off the light and finally fell into a deep sleep. The next morning. Unfortunately, it wasn't until the morning that Izuku realized that he had not set his alarm clock for at least 9 a.m. and now that it was already 11 o'clock he was very much stressed by his lack of responsibility and sense of time. Of course, he couldn't blame himself for the fatigue that made him sleepy, but he felt a sort of disappointment on himself. Because he knew that this day was important to him, and he didn't even remember the most important thing to do. He kept reminding himself about it when he quickly tried to take a bath, brush his teeth, face, style his hair, spray himself with all the possible deodorants he had at hand, so that the girl would not accidentally feel his sweat. He perfumed himself, dressed, although after almost 30th time he changed clothes, but got dressed nevertheless, and started making himself a breakfast. Okay. Beep beep beep. He cursed slightly under his breath. What to eat? Onigiri. No, I ate it yesterday, then maybe I could do an omelet. But then he remembered that one time when he tried to make an omelet, but before he even stuck an egg in the pan, he had already burned it with oil. Beat me and my cooking abilities. No eggs for me then. Let's just grab some yogurt then. He looked into his fridge, but the only thing he found was already open yogurt, which was a bit after the expiry date. Should I risk or not? And even though he would normally throw this yogurt in the trash so that he would not have to see this disgustingly outdated yogurt, at this point desperation and hunger really ran through his veins. He knew he would regret it, he was sure of it, but still, his trembling hand reached into the cutlery cupboard and pulled out a teaspoon. Then, on the other hand, he grabbed the yogurt and ate a big spoon of it, almost pucking at the taste of it. Jesus, when did I buy it? He really had no idea should he continue, but then his gaze turned to the clock, which was showing time 11:56 a.m. Oh beep. He quickly managed to finish the whole cup of this disgusting white food and then ran to the hall and started putting on his coat and shoes. Then he looked in the mirror one last time and tried to give himself a little self-confidence by smiling flirtatiously at his own reflection. You got this, Izuku. You're a handsome and clever man that is fearless and unstoppable. You can do it, he said while grabbing his phone and keys. Then he quickly ran out of his house. Thankfully he closed the door, and he was running like flash to the direction of the cafe that he has dates set up in. When he got there, he realized that he didn't even know what the girl looked like. He panicked. As always, there were a lot of people in the cafe, so he honestly had no idea which of these people was this girl. Lord, have mercy, he whispered to himself before standing on one of a chair in the cafe. Sorry, I have a date today, at this time, does anybody know by mistake which one of you it is? But he received no respond. Please, I am looking for a girl, can someone help me? But when he was about to open his mouth to say something, the waiter silenced him, saying that the girl might just not show up yet and there is no need for such harassment of the customers of their cafe because it only scares them away. Izuku nodded in embarrassment and sat down in the corner of the cafe. Oh, where can you possibly be? He was struggling with his thoughts. What if she changed her mind? Or found someone better on her way here? Or just saw him through the window and resigned from their meeting? Oh my god, what if she had a second thoughts and now she just won't show up? Or maybe, I misunderstood the hours and we were supposed to meet on other time. He stretched out his hand to pull out his phone when he felt a small hand on his wrist. Izuku Midoriya, Himari Takahashi. Indeed. Well, here I am. All yours for the next few hours. She giggled and let go of his hand. Shall we sit? We shall. Ladies first. She giggled once more before sitting on her seat in the corner of the cafe. As I assume, you didn't order anything yet, did you? Nope. I didn't get a chance. Okay then. Waiter. Could we have 2 menus, please? Waiter just nodded and handed her what she pleased for. What do they have here? You know I am really hungry because I didn't eat my breakfast. To be honest, I woke up like 30 minutes ago and only managed to prepare myself. Haha. Not gonna like, it's the same for me. But I wouldn't make it here before breakfast, so luckily I managed to eat something real quick. Oh, so you won't order anything to eat? I will do an exception since it would be rude of me if I just watch you eat. He grinned sincerely at her before turning his gaze back to the menu. I think I want tamagoyaki. I'm craving for it for past few days now, we have to try it. What about you? Let's say I will take tamago cake gohan. You like it? Not really, but here they're making it in such a strange way that I am just addicted. I have to say that I don't like it as well, haha, but may I try yours when it'll arrive? Of course. Then the couple called the waiter back and ordered the dishes they had chosen. Both Izuku and Himari ordered something else to drink. The green-haired boy asked for a glass of cold water with lemon while Himari put on hot green tea. They were happy about their order and then they began to chat. So, you're a hero number 1 as I assume. Oh, you know me. What a coincidence. They both laughed. So, for real now. How is it, you know, to have all the world on your shoulders? Beep. Soft spot. Just a little. He chuckled nervously. You know, the thing is that I wanted to be a hero since I was like 5, you know. And at first, it was amazing, fantastic and incredible. But I think I was a little too bratty to realize how beeping dangerous it can be. But now, when it all became a damn truth, I am just scared as beep when I wake up every day. I just know that over thousands of people wants my death. And it scares beep out of me. Do you feel pressured? That if something will go wrong, it will be your fault. Honestly. Very much. Well, I can't really tell you that I understand, because I was never in the position like you, but I think I can at least take a little of this pressure on myself, if it will help you. How? By these kind of small talks. You don't know how much you'll feel lighter after this conversation. It might be nothing, but I know it'll help you. Haha, maybe you're right. But hey, it was supposed to be a date, not a therapy. Tell me something about you. Wow, you're right. I am sorry. I have a habit that makes me pull out these important conversations at first round, haha. Yeah, I am shocked. Normally I would tell about it at least at 8th date, not on first. Is that your quirk? Making people confess. Haha, what? No, I am actually quirkless. Oh, I'm sorry. Do I look like I am sad about it? Not really. Exactly, so stop being sorry about it, okay? Fine. They continued their conversation until the food arrived. Then they ate while Himari was telling Izuku about her neighborhood. Damn, it's for sure a nice place. Indeed it is. I love this place. Yeah, plus this vintage mood you guys have there. Amazing. I love these kind of vintage parts and all. Really? Would you like to see it on your own? Of course, was that even a question? Please, I am so ready for it. Really? Then what would you say if I tell you that you can walk me back home and I might let you in for a bit so that you can look around? We might do that. They grinned and went back to their food. When they finished eating, Izuku got up from his chair and went to pay. Of course, Himari struggled to split the bill, but in the end the green-haired boy got his way. We should have at least split it, you little bastard. Next time, sweetie, he said to her, making his way to the entrance. Now may I walk you back home? You may, she said with a little shy voice because the nickname Izuku called hair made her blush deeply. She even tried to hide it under her hair, but Izuku already saw it. He actually thought it was pretty cute. Then they made their way to Takahashi's home. Of course, all the way back, Himari was talking about possible mess she has in her house and that there's a lot of things she ruined on her way on this date, but Izuku just grinned as the answer and didn't stop his footsteps. When they finally reached Himari's house and stopped in front of the entrance, Himari looked Izuku deep into his green eyes. But remember, I warned you. Yes, yes. Himari inserted the key into the hole that belonged to it and turned it twice to the left, that unlocked the door. Izuku took a few innocent steps inside. The apartment was a bit messed up and clothes were on the floor, but other than that, Izuku thought it looked amazing. The vintage style that settled in the apartment perfectly matched, and the personality of its owner and her appearance perfectly matched each other. Himari showed him around the apartment and showed him some things. Their conversation continued, sometimes about their interests, one more time how they both couldn't cook when they made their way to the kitchen. Izuku then saw a few yellow mochis, what Himari saw. You like mango flavor? My favorite. No way. Mine too. Really? Please, take one. She handed him a mochi. Aren't they a bit defrosted? Oh, you're indeed right, haha. I think I forgot that they're ice creams after all. But I have a few more in the freezer. Let me give you one. And so their first meeting happened. They learned a lot about each other, and it was an amazingly good date. You could even say it's too good. But Izuku didn't seem to matter, he was just happy about the results. They also exchanged numbers between each other before Izuku went back home. When he returned home, he texted Mina a huge thank you, and already planned his next visit to Himari. Yes, visit, because she told him that she's often hard to reach, so if he want to meet her, he just has to knock on her door. It was a great offer and Izuku already knew that he will take it in a while. Week passed by. Himari and Izuku were texting a lot, but it wasn't the same as their meeting. So Izuku decided to make his way to her house in Friday morning, since he was off anyway. Izuku was so excited to surprise Himari that he thought like gods are making fun of him by making Thursday the longest day ever. But finally, this long-awaited Friday has come. Izuku was on his way to Himari's house. No, actually he was already in front of her door. With a pack of mango mochis and a great humor. He remembered that Himari doesn't work on Fridays and he thought it was a perfect opportunity to visit her. But just before entering, he hesitated a little. What if she was busy? Or she doesn't want to receive any guests? After all, they didn't plan anything like that. But then Izuku shook off these thoughts and thought to himself that it didn't matter. After all, if she didn't want him there, he might just leave, right? Then he folded his hand into a fist and knocked on the door lightly. After a few seconds, the door began to open. And just as Izuku was about to smile, greeting Himari eagerly, he saw blonde spiky hair and a sleepy face in front of his eyes. The man's face looked a bit familiar when Izuku realized that the owner of it was none other than Superhero No. 2. Dynamite. Dyna. Dynamight. Is that? No. It can't be. Is that really you? I know who you are. Deku. Hero number 1. But I don't remember ever meeting you, or better telling you where I live. Wait. You live here. But I thought that Himari-san. You want something from her. Yes. She lives here, but I don't know why should I let you in, who are you for her? Wait, and you? I'm her boyfriend, what is that even a question? You're the one that arrived to my place. But then Izuku's mind turned pale. Boyfriend. So she had a boyfriend? He knew she was too perfect, but he definitely hadn't expected that. To be continued. And we made it to the end already. I hope you guys liked reading it as much as I like reading your adorable comments. You're also so nice and my heart's just melting at the sight of it. Anyways, again, please like, subscribe and comment, and you can even comment which part was your favorite if you want, I will be really thankful. Thank you for all your support that you're giving me every day, and please check my description if you want. You can find their link to My Hero Academia merch and links to my socials. I love you all and see you next time, bye.